Students, so the last class we have studied about the first lesson, that is the best Christmas present in the world. I have introduced the lesson and I have completed. So in that lesson we have come to know that about the old which desk roll top desk which was fully damaged, but the author was having the intention to buy it. Somehow give the money, though it is very expensive, get it, isn't it? Then he had paid the money, brought it home and then he opened it. But to his great surprise, what did he find? He found a drawer, and inside the drawer with too much hardness, he opened the drawer, and in the drawer he could see a small tin, and it was sellotape, and he opened it and he found that it was written to somebody else saying that this letter has to be buried along with me. And finally he got an address in that envelope, Mrs. Jack Macpherson. Understood? So that much we have studied in the last class. So two questions are there based on that. What did the author find in the junk shop? So what did the author find in the junk shop? The author So what did the author find in the junk shop? He found the roll top desk. And made of oak. And made of oak. That is, he found a roll top desk which was of the early 19th century and was made of oak. So it was fully destroyed, the one he had already said, and though it was a destroyed one, because of his old 19th century, the desk was very expensive. But the author don't have that much money in his hand, but he wanted to buy it. So he managed to get the roll top desk. Now the second question is, see, you should take down the questions and write in a notebook. Understood? What did he find in the secret drawer? What did he find in the secret drawer, and who do you think had put it in there? So he had seen, he was pulling out all the drawers, and with a great difficulty finally he pulled out a drawer, and in that drawer there was a small tin and it was sellotape. That means it was fully covered with. Understood? Now you write. There was a small box. He found a small black tin box sellotaped to the top of it was a piece of lined not paper. That means in that box on the top it was pasted out with a piece of paper, and in that it was written, Jim's last letter received January 25th, 1915, to be buried with me when the time comes. This was written on top of that paper. Understood? The second part is, who do you think had put it in there? So it was said Jim's last letter. That means Jim's last letter had received. So somebody, Jim, a person named Jim had sent the letter, and this particular person has taken it in the year 1915, January 25, isn't it? So who will be the person who had put it in there, in that drawer? Who had put it there? Mrs. Jackson. Understood. So these two questions are there based on that first part. Now we will continue to the second. You should take down these answers in your notebook. Understood? Now look the second part. Dearest Connie. Connie also, who is that? Mrs. Jim McPherson. I write to you in a much happier. So where is Jim? Jim is in the war, isn't it? He had gone for the war. In a much happier frame of mind, because something wonderful had just happened that I must tell you about at once. So during these days in the time, at the time of the war, something extraordinary had happened. So now he is going to write and inform his wife about the thing that had happened. So now he is saying the story, what had happened, what is that extraordinary thing. We were all standing in our trenches. Trenches means during the time of battle, the soldiers, they used to make a pit and go deep into it for hiding from their enemies. The soldiers at the enemy soldiers trenches. Yesterday morning, so they were all standing over there Christmas morning, and it was the time of Christmas. It was crisp and quiet all about. It was crisp and quiet means it was very quiet because the other opposite side are the enemies. So it was very quiet area, as beautiful a morning as I had ever seen, as cold and frosty as a Christmas morning should be. That means it was the time of December and the winter is very cold, and so it was, during this time also the places are very cold and the whole area is being covered with ice. So in that cold he could stand over it and watch a particular situation. You will see what it is. I should like to be able to tell you that we began it. That means started their daily routine. But it was true, something that was true which cannot be hidden. I am ashamed to say is that Fritz began it. First someone saw a white flag waving from the trenches opposite. So who is the one next to them? The enemies. So from that enemy side suddenly they could see a flag rising up high in the air. That is what he said, it was the truth. It was really the truth that he had seen. Usually from the battlefield, the enemies do not show the white flag, isn't it? What is the symbol of white? Peace. Then they were calling out to us from across the man's land. So after showing the flag over there, they were calling out from there and wishing them Happy Christmas, Tommy, Happy Christmas. So from the opposite side, they are the enemies. Still they are showing what? That happiness of Christmas and wishing the ones on the opposite side. When we had, that means for 1 minute they had forgotten they were the enemies. When we had got over the surprise, so they were got the great surprise. Why these enemies has to show like that? Some of us shouted back, same to you, Fritz, same to you. Still, though it was something that had really happened and they did not know why it was done, still, what did they do? When they had wished them the happy Christmas, they also gave them back the same Christmas. We all did. They also showed the same wishes. So that means both the wishes were exchanged from one side to the other, from the enemy side to the other side, and now they friendly manner. But then suddenly some of them was up there in his grey coats and waving the white flag. Still he could see many soldiers rising from the opposite side and showing the white flag. Don't shoot, lad, someone shouted. In between, somebody said, don't shoot, because they are the enemies, isn't it? So, please don't shoot us, we are in peace. Fritz upon the parapet and another, keep your heads down, I told them. It is a trick, but it wasn't. But as a general of the battle, Jim could not say that whether they are showing it to be a friendly manner, in a friendly manner or in the enemy. So he said maybe it can be a trick, showing us the white flag and making us come up so that they can attack us. So he said, please be careful with your. One of the Germans were waving a bottle above. He said, it is Christmas Day, Tommy. We have snatches, we have swords, we must have you. Yes, but this time there were dozens of them there towards us across no man's land and not a rifle between us. So all of a suddenly, again 2-3 persons from the opposite side, they started standing up from their places and showing them the bottles and saying that today we all will enjoy, you and we will enjoy together. We are not going to do any harm to you all. So many had started rising up from their hiding place. And there was no rifle in them. Little Private Morris was the first up. Come on, boys. So he was the general of the army. He said, come on. What are we waiting for? And then there was no stopping them. All of a sudden, everyone joined together. I was and then there was no stopping them. I was the officer. So Jim was the officer. I should have stopped them there and then, I suppose. But the truth is that it never even occurred to me actually. So at first he thought of stopping all the soldiers over there, thinking that it can be a trick. It can be a trick to attack us. But all of a sudden, as a general of the battle, he said, no, you stop, we will enjoy together. All along their lines and I could see men walking slowly towards one another, great courts meeting in the middle, and I was one of them. I was part of this. In the middle of the war, we were making peace. So finally, I understood. In the middle of that great war, both the enemy and the other one are becoming friendly towards at the time of the Christmas. That means they both are wishing together to have a happy day. That means happy Christmas. You cannot imagine clearest Connie. So this is what he has written. This incident was that he has written to his wife, Mrs. Jim McPherson. Feelings as I looked into the eyes of the Fritz officer. That means when he looked at the German officer, he could not believe that it is something that truth had come. Still he cannot believe that. Who approached me. Hands stretched, hands full, he said. So the general of the German army came forward and gave hands to Jim. He warmly and holding it. I am from Dusseldorf. I play the cello in the orchestra. Happy Christmas. So he came forward. He introduced himself and said he is wishing happy Christmas. So now we can see both the generals of the army, India and German. They both have come together, and other than the soldiers, first the generals are coming together and giving hand in the name of friendship. So they are making a peace treaty in between during that bitter or cold morning Christmas. Understood all of you?